Good morning. Welcome back to Ministry Monday. Thanks for the many who are commenting and sharing. And I remind you that for your friends who do not do Facebook or do not use video, Ministry Monday with Carlton Coon is now available as a podcast on iTunes, and as well as all of the other various sources that people get that information from. I want to talk with you about a healthy spiritual food pyramid. We were taught this when I was in school. Most of you were. Now it's called the well-rounded food plate. But the idea is a well-rounded diet, balanced. It's interesting that the things that I like to eat are way up at the top of the pyramid, which means that they're the things that I should eat the least of. Bread, sugar, those various sorts of things. The idea is that the things that are best for us, the food that's best for us, vegetables and fruit, those are the things that are at the bottom of the pyramid, things I should be eating the most of. In our pastoral leadership and in our teaching and preaching, it's important that we be driven not by what people want, not by what tastes good or feels good to them. It can't be culturally driven, but we need to give a well-rounded diet that deals with universal and eternal issues. Now, for me, I apply this to my pastoral situation by using a strategy of teaching or preaching about 21 different topics 2 times each year. I initially heard about this from Anthony Mangan in a seminar, and then I subsequently read the same concept in one of Warren Wiersbe's books about preaching. The idea being that if we will give people a well-rounded diet, and if we will focus on these things and not miss them, that we're providing people what they need. My list of 21 includes prayer, faith, carnality, worldliness, family matters, parenting, doctrine, holiness, and righteous living, discouragement, suffering, and then exalting Jesus, soul winning, the evangelistic sermons, which I always end up preaching far more than 2 of those in a year, revival, discipleship, forgiveness, stewardship, the will of God. Sorry to take so long with this. Praise and worship, heaven and hell, and commitment. Actually, at the bottom of the post is a little grid that I use. And I keep this grid in the front of my Bible, and it's where I keep score of how often I'm preaching on that particular topic. And what it does is it forces me to think about how well am I doing in giving our people fruit and vegetables? Am I just preaching about praise and worship? And unfortunately, just is not the way that needed to be communicated. But you understand what I'm saying. We can get to the point where that we preach for the response instead of to produce healthy people. And the Lord Jesus wants His flock to be healthy. He wants them to reproduce. He wants them to grow. Like most of you, there are certain things that are kind of in my candy store. But there are other topics that, given a choice, I might never deal with. But keeping this record, very practical, keeping a record forces me to feed the sheep on things that I otherwise might not deal with. It's an idea. Take it, use it if you'd like. God bless you. Have a wonderful week.